I'm cooking right from the garden. I take it back. I just don't like them froze and try to eat them again. Hello Nesties, this is Netta from Florida Zone 10A on the west coast of Florida, and hello to all my Gulf Coast Nesties and my Gulf Coast cousins and my neighboring cousins and Nesties and it all. So I just wanted to come in and tell everybody hello, and just to what I'm going to do, I want to go through and clean up all my brassicas. I want to go through and just remove all the dead leaves. I've just been leaving them there. They haven't really been doing nothing, but you know, making content because we are content creators, and just making some content, and just pretty much want to inspect the leaves. I see a bok choy that I do want to harvest. It looks really, really good, and I think I can eat. No, I don't think, I know I can eat that. And I think there's some Swiss chard over here that I need to also go ahead and harvest. I did harvest last year. I did harvest my broccoli leaves, and I ate some of them, but I know some of them got intertwined in some of my my collard greens, and I didn't like how tough they were. I didn't care for them, so I will not be harvesting and eating broccoli leaves this season. Right here is a bok choy. I'm gonna go ahead and get this out of here. It's so pretty, but it deserves a fighting chance, and I want to eat it. And I'm not chopping and coming again, I'm chopping this down. That's pretty nice. How about that? It's so pretty. Look at the smell. Here's another one. All those dirty leaves. I'm going to be collecting. There's one in here. I'm gonna let that one stay. Move. A couple down here. There's a couple in here. Here's another one right here. I'm gonna let this one get a little bit bigger. There's one up under there. This is gonna be loaded with. This must be that Consuelo tomato. We got a little bit of rain, but guess what? I don't know, I might change my mind on these broccoli leaves. I might try to saute them up and see what happens. I didn't like, I mean, they were tough. But they're blacker than light because they grow so big. Alrighty. We got some sunshine in there now. I'm expecting this one right here to get nice and pretty and big. It's so dry down here. It's awful. Alrighty, let's go see where else we can shine. I'm going to harvest those leaves. I'm going to have to. See what we can clean up down here. Go ahead and get rid of the sweet pea because it's just struggling. Got to always check the root on my stuff. These sweet peas ain't shaking nothing. Broccoli leaves. Carrots over here. That's fighting for their lives. There's some flowers over there. I'm going to throw them on. Cut it back so that my onions, because I got a lot of onions out here. Give my onions some breathing room. Oh shucks. Y'all, that's a oh shucks, that's a Brussels sprout. I think that's a Brussels sprout. I think I got a Brussels sprout over there. know what that is. I have the slightest idea. I planted it, obviously. Now my cabbage is doing real good right here. My broccoli are doing very well. This sweet peas back there get no love because these broccoli are just have taken over. And I'm not going to cut their leaves because I like the way they look. But I hope this cabbage keeps surviving and cold on up. These collard greens up here. I see. But I'm going to have to, I see that I need to water. All back here. It's a nice little broccoli right here. It looks like it's turned yellow. That sucks because I want it to form a bigger head. Oh, I might dig up my onions. Still collecting green beans, but I need to harvest ginger. My first strawberry flower. Y'all see it? My first strawberry flower. Yippee! Alright guys, I'm going out there. Hopefully this thing will steady itself. I really need to be doing chop and drop out here. But it's onion all out here too. Yeah, I don't know how to do that is, I just saw. But I gotta be careful because I don't want to step on my arm. Alright guys, when I found a couple radishes, 2 nice sized daikons. I do definitely like daikon radish. That's a good saute for me. And I'm not particularly fond of these red radishes. So this one's split. We're going to garbage. Yeah, a couple of these, but I'll cut these up in the stir fry also. And I found some rainbow chard. I went and picked those couple of collard green leaves that I had. So I told you I don't care for broccoli leaves, but there were so many of them, I'm not gonna let them go to waste. So I'm gonna clean them up, chop them up. Everything's good with bacon, onion, and garlic. So I'm gonna see how it tastes if I saute it and let it simmer a little bit. If it's not good, you know, oh well, oh well. If it is good, I'll eat it. So this is my harvest for today. All my brassicas, I got a lot of them cleaned up. I think most of my damage is from snail damage and slugs. I saw a lot of snails. I do have some of that snail stuff that I need to put down. I'll see if that'll help a little bit. But that's going to be it for today. So I just want to say thank you guys for coming into my home. Thank you for allowing me into your home. And happy harvesting. Well, next is I'm just going through my leaves, making sure there's no extra bugs on them. I'm going to take them in. Now, I just looked up daikon radish leaves. They say they are edible. They taste kind of like mustard greens. So I saved those. Got some Swiss chard. This is daikon. That's a little one. I'm not going to be fighting with these little bit of leaves. I'm just going to put them in the compost. But the big, healthier leaves, I'm going to keep them. Get them cleaned up. And I'm going to make me some fresh garden greens. It would be a big waste to just throw all these away. Now, a lot of my mustards, I'm going to tend to do a chop and drop, because mustards are a phenomenal deterrent for the nematode. These I know are, well, no, I don't know what it is. I saw it over there in the little, I don't know if this is the kale. It looks like kale. But nothing's off the menu today. Everything's edible. Yeah, I think this is kale. I pretty much think this is kale. Now, is anybody out there dehydrating greens? I know these are collards. I know that. I don't want these stems. I can probably put those stems in my super juice. I was just up in Tallahassee and my brother-in-law getting ready to put his greens out. Start doing his planting so they'll be ready by Christmas, he said. And also be kissed by that Tallahassee cool weather that they're going to have up there in Tallahassee, Florida. And I was down at my sister-in-law's house and she had all those maple leaves everywhere. I was like, oh, I need to come up here with a truck and would love to collect all these leaves to put in my garden. Unfortunately, now what you got growing out there? So, I was kind of mess. I forgot all about the radish and the kale that I was growing. Yeah, them mustard greens ain't looking too fancy. But no fear, I chopped them off the part that look a mess. And we're gonna be ready for a second harvest in the next couple weeks. It's amazing how this broccoli looks just like collard green. It don't taste like collard green, but it looks just like collard green. It's more tough. got my green beans and my peppers out there in the house. They rinsed off. They sit to the side, getting ready to I'm letting them air dry. I'm letting them air dry so I can get them in the refrigerator. I went and found my little hot peppers containers, so I really need to get my hot pepper going. Really do. I have so many I don't want you. I have so many peppers in the freezer. I have so many peppers in the freezer. I need to get them cooked, processed in a jar and eaten. And I think this is the hardest part, is when harvest comes in, the processing of it all. And I could have easily just threw this in the garbage because it's broccoli leaves. You know, who's checking for broccoli leaves, right? But I guess I'm checking for food. And I probably need to throw it out, but I'm going to go on and chop them up. I told you I'm going to chop them up. I'm going to render down some bacon, some onions. Oh, a wrap. Now, one thing I learned last year is that when I had my big old collard green leaves, those big old leaves, and I wrap all that, I do a big old vegetable wrap. It used to, oh, that was delicious to me. But I gotta complain and bring it up again. I can't open my mouth wide because my jaw is hurting. My tooth not hurting, but my jaw feel like I got locked jaw. And the only thing I can contribute to it, not locked jaw, but it just hurt when I open it up wide. Contribute to it because he had to put so much anesthesia in my mouth to numb me up because I was just so crazy and paranoid. That this is just the residual from all that numbing that I had, and that's why it's hurting all up here and up in there. Because I remember when he was definitely had that needle back in there, he was in there. He says, "I just want you comfortable." I see why some people just go on and get that mess done and don't get none of that medicine. I'm like Chris Brown now, residuals. Now, I think this is collard green. Yeah, that was collard green. Now that green stalk that's out there, that whole top tier is collard green, and there's a couple collard greens over here. I thought I would have had enough collard greens. I did cook from these collard greens batch the last probably right before Thanksgiving, just a little small serving, just enough, just to knock the dent out of our gut. I thought that was a worm. It's not. Snails, but no worms. And they were pretty good. So I'm just gonna do bacon. Some peppers, a whole bunch of garlic. Supposed to be taking my husband to brunch. I'm gonna fool around and be full. So I got green beans. I got what Miss Shirley Stevenson. I got greens, beans, potatoes, tomatoes. That's what I need to put out there. I gotta plant some I wonder what made those holes. Remember Bob was eating? I was seeing. Oh, back to harvesting. So you know, you get all your produce, you grow everything, and now it's harvest time. Now I'm guilty. I am guilty. I done harvested stuff and set it out here, and baby, it was still sitting. I had some ginger over here that I harvested. I need to find and let that dry out. So you gotta. I'm not gonna tell you what to do in your garden. Just like you're not gonna tell me what to do in mine. Give me some advice, but times are getting weird. That's all. I think that sums it up. Times are getting weird. Disease is on a rampage for whatever reason. Why we're having so many diseases. I work at a cancer institute, and some of the people that come through there with cancer, I'll be like, what they doing with cancer? And I don't mean just young people. I've seen people up to 90 plus years old, uterine cancer, skin cancer, and prostate cancer, and coming in there for radiation treatment. And I ask myself every time I see them, what is going on? What is the common denominator? The last time I told myself, cancer, I'm going to say it, it's a spiritual thing. It's a spiritual thing. Because cancer just doesn't make any sense. It does not make any sense. But I tell you what, catch it. Catch the cancer. And how many knees are bow. That's all I'm going to say. That's the way I looked at it. Catch the cancer. Let somebody in the family catch the cancer. And how many knees will bow. Guarantee you'll find Jesus. I guarantee you. And that's how I started looking at it. I said, I don't know the scripture. I don't know it all. But I know that. I know that in my journeys. Very far and few in between, as they are healing, will say they can't thank nobody but God Almighty. And I was just like, what is going on with this? Why everybody got cancer? Jesus. My husband caught the cancer back in, it was the beginning when I was nursing school. I graduated in 15. So 2000, I don't know what it was. He was diagnosed with pancreatic cancer. And I'll be honest and transparent enough to say we were on the verge of, and he was diagnosed with the cancer. And we had reconciled and was trying to get back on track. We was young. But I tell you what, when I say cancer catch the cancer and every knee will bow, if I did not know Jesus, which I did, I definitely knew him when that happened. Because let me tell you something, that the same man can do, but fill you up full of, I ain't gonna say it because I work for them folks, but fill you up full of, you know what, do your research, fill you up full of that stuff. But I tell you, how many prayer lists you will go on, how many prayer warriors will come out of the walls, and how that knee will bow. And I was so angry because I thought I was going to lose my husband from pancreatic cancer. I was a hospice nurse at the time, and I hadn't found taking care of one person that had survived pancreatic cancer. So I think about, what are the common denominators? Is it the foods we eat? Isn't that beautiful? Is it the foods we eat? Is it a spiritual thing? But catch it. And watch how many knees will bow. You'll come to Christ, or you'll make it to Christ. I guarantee you. Because you definitely will cry out to him. I don't know if I was watching one of them, Van Zam, the other man, one of the Jamaican men said, everybody want to go to heaven, but don't nobody want to die. Catch the cancer. You want to pray and pray. You will pray. You'll pray for strength. You'll pray for peace. You'll pray for healing. You'll cast down the enemy, the demons. You'll do all that stuff. You'll bow that knee. You'll go before the Lord in your prayer closet, in your car, on a walk. Me, on my walk. You'll go to Christ for relief and peace, and ask him why. So, when I say times are getting weird, grow your own groceries. You grow your own groceries with the strength and the knowledge that the good Lord has given you. You utilize things. You be a steward of the be a steward of the land. I ain't perfect. I done messed up, still messing up. Ready to go out to eat now and just harvest all this food. But I ask myself, what's the common denominator? Food and spirituality. Either way, you need to be on top of both of them. All right, that's enough of that. I don't know how I went there, what led me there, but the Holy Spirit, and I'm grateful for it. I ask you to pray for my family, and I will do my best to pray for yours. I will fall asleep while I'm praying. Lord knows he's still working on me. But every knee will bow. But I tell you what, grow your own food. Utilize it. Do your best with it. Do what he put us here to do. We have to be a steward of this land. Some of us are messing up, but it only takes a few of us to keep on going. All right, guys. Thank you for coming into my home. Thank you for inviting me into your home. Listen to me rant and rave. Deuces, nesties. God bless you all. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye. My broccoli greens, my garden greens. Left some leftover turkey wings from Thanksgiving. Some peppers from the garden. A little bit of seasoning, some bouillon, and some onions, and a whole bunch of salt. I can eat mine just like that. I saved some of them to saute them. I was going to saute them with some bacon, but I think I'm going to put that bok choy on that, or those green beans. You know, I'm cooking right from the garden. I take it back. I just don't like them froze and try to eat them again. So these right here is good.